Hello, my powerhouses. So, in today's episode, I want to talk about competition. Competition, the thing that is a pain in the ass. It sometimes invokes anxiety or worrying, and often we worry too much about the competition in a way where it's preventing us from actually thriving and moving forward and allows us to get stuck versus looking at competition as a gift. Yes, I said it. I know it sounds ridiculous, but truly. And so I've had a series of conversations lately where fear has set in with clients and they said, oh my God, the competition is doing X, or all of a sudden there's this new franchise opening up and they're doing the exact same thing I'm doing. What if? What's going to happen? And it snowballs, right? And I'm sure you've been in that situation as well. I certainly know I have, where we have lost a client to the competition or had to have a difficult conversation. We're lucky to retain a client, but competition is out there. It happens. It will always be out there. And sometimes we also let it hold us back from moving forward. So for example, we say, oh, I shouldn't do that because there's already so many or too many. And although absolutely a valid concern on every single level, if you are unique, you have something that identifies you as so, and you are being your remarkable self, competition shouldn't stand in your way. It should be a stair that you take to get to the top. Let me explain. If you were thinking about competition in terms of a gift, it allows you to convert what you know and what they're doing into fuel to propel you forward. And in truth, it really just forces us to level up, to remain focused on what we are the best at, and to make sure that we're staying true to ourselves and to our mission and looking forward and innovating. And so what's important is to not stew or over-research or analyze the competition. Be aware of the competition and what they're doing, but don't allow that to consume you. If you are constantly innovating, creating, being authentic, you will always stay either ahead of the competition, or you will be drawing different people than they're drawing, your people, especially for those of you in a service-based industry. Look, at the end of the day, I am a financial advisor. I'm also a business coach, two industries of which are very densely populated. In Buffalo, New York, there's probably thousands. Actually, I know there's thousands of financial advisors. However, two things. I can't serve everybody. I don't want to serve everybody. And I'm not set up for that. And so the clients that we are talking to and working with, our ideal client, the people that we love being around, and the people who also love being around us and appreciate and value our work, are working with us because of our unique brand, the service that we provide, and what makes us different. However, there are many people who don't like our brand or who do not relate to the stuff that we are doing and what we're talking about, and they want a very different feel, and that's okay. And so I have always kept my eye on the prize. I have this crystal clear vision. I know exactly what I want and exactly what we're building, and I am speaking to that person. And so the right people have got on board, and everybody else just didn't listen, or they got out, right? And that's okay. It's allowed me to really build something that I'm not only proud of, I'm grateful for, but I truly enjoy. I actually get excited to wake up in the morning and go to work. That is what lights me up. That is a gift. Not everyone feels that way. Not every entrepreneur feels that way. And it's because of how I've had very intentional design around what I am doing. And as I've been building our financial planning practice for women, it was number one, hard. And number two, I actually ignored the competition. Well, actually, locally, what I did is I saw what the competition was doing when they were going right. I went left and I built something totally different and unique that was authentic. And because I did that, because I was able to stay true to our core mission and innovate and do things that wasn't being done around us from a local perspective, I was able to stay ahead of the competition. And I also embraced the competition. And I used what competition was doing well, and I converted that into something unique for us. I was able to use the competition's assets or what they were doing well and replicate that in our own voice, in our unique way. Because at the end of the day, there are no new ideas. And so if there's good ideas out there that you can emulate them. That's okay. And all the stuff I didn't want to emulate, I left that shit behind. And that was the majority of it, right? We wanted to create something totally different. And that's what we did. And when I lose clients to competition, it happens. We're not perfect. We have an extraordinary retention rate. However, even if I lose one person a year, it crushes me most of the time. Sometimes I'm happy to see people go, but most of the time it does really crush me, and I internalize it and I stew, and I always ask, give me feedback. Why are you leaving? I want to learn from this. So I take that as a gift, a painful gift, but a gift. And every single time I digest and I think about, okay, if I were to do this all over again, would I have done something differently? Is there something that I could change? Is there a ball myself or the team dropped that we can prevent in the future? What did this teach us? How will we learn from it? Sometimes there's nothing we could have done better or differently. It wasn't a fit. And sometimes there absolutely is something we could have done better and differently. And so we do. That is how we have grown over the years. And although we don't like to lose anyone that we love and care about, they become these precious gifts and stepping stones that create the company that we have now and everything we have in place, the service, the process, the systems, the follow through, the touch points, every little thing, right? And so feedback is a gift. Competition is a gift. It is just so important and critical to not stew on your competition from a negative perspective, but convert that into, okay, what are they doing? What do I do better and best? And how can I retain that focus? And for some of you, you can actually convert competition into collaboration. So what is unique to you and your business that they aren't doing that could be a compliment, or maybe they could become a great referral source for you that you didn't think about? We have a number of financial advisor firms actually that we work with. By technical definition, they're competition. However, we collaborate with them all the time. They send us referrals frequently because we happen to highly specialize in something that they do not, and their clients value and appreciate it. And because we have a reputation to work with integrity and honesty and always hold our core values true, they trust us with that client relationship to not ruin it so that they retain it and we can help complement it within their framework. And so in that sense, we're elevating each other. We're helping each other in a sense where it's collaboration and the client is getting the best form of service. So think of that as well. And I hope that this is super helpful, especially if you're going through any kind of pain points right now, or maybe you're even feeling a little stuck and wondering why. Have you been focusing on the wrong things? Are you focusing on the stuff that you can't control versus the things that you can control? And how can you use that as rocket fuel to propel you forward? Until next time, my powerhouses, continue to be your courageous, amazing self.